everybody, it's Jen here again, and in today's video I am going to show you with your 15 minutes or less how you can make an incredible meal that your family will love. Now we are going to make my bare bones, super simple shredded chicken taco recipe, and it just requires a few spices and some chicken and either a crock pot or a Dutch oven, which is what I'm going to be using today. So this is ideal if you have some time in the morning and you need a dinner that's going to come together super quick. You know you've got at least 2 to 3 hours to set aside to allow the chicken to cook, but that's all it takes. Like I said, just a few minutes of hands-on time and you've got a meal that can last you all week, especially if you batch like I always suggest. So let's get into the recipe. So like I said, I'm actually going to be using my Dutch oven. I don't use this often enough, honestly, because it is on the stove, so it's not something you just want to set and leave, but this is a great, great, appliance to have in your kitchen. It cooks things really nicely and very evenly. So today I'm using that because I am home, and all I'm going to be adding to my Dutch oven here is just about 4 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Now you might be wondering, why chicken thighs? Is there a difference between that and chicken breast? Honestly, you can use any cut of chicken in this recipe. I'm going to tell you why I prefer chicken thighs. It's really simple. I think they hold moisture a lot better. They don't dry out like chicken breasts can do. And there's a little more flavor in the meat, I feel like. So that is why, especially when I make things that kind of sit in a crock pot for a while, I like to use chicken thighs just because it is super tender, holds the moisture. Okay, so we've got about, like I said, I've got about 4 pounds. You guys know I reiterate batch cooking, so I can pretty much already guarantee this will be a family favorite. If you guys love tacos, then go ahead and add in a little bit more meat. So I'm gonna keep it, again, pretty simple. I'm gonna do about 1.5 teaspoons to 2 teaspoons of garlic, onion powder, cumin, and then we're going to add some more of the chili powder. So right now I'm just adding, like I said, about 1.5 teaspoons of each cumin, garlic powder, and onion. I also forgot to bring my salt over here. I'm going to add in about 2 teaspoons of some sea salt, okay? And then from there, I am going to add in we want to go heavy on the chili powder because after all, we're looking for that taco flavor. So I'm going to add in about 1.5 tablespoons, which is the equivalent of about 4 to 5 teaspoons of chili powder. And that is it, guys. I mean, it is really that simple. Like I said, this is sort of my bare bones recipe. So I'm just going to coat these really good. Now let me give you some suggestions on how you can spice this up even more, add a little bit more flavor, a little bit more depth of flavor when it comes to some different ideas. I, in the past, love to add my favorite salsa. I make a great homemade salsa, so I would maybe add like 1/2 cup to 3/4 of a cup of that in here to kind of let that sit and marinate as it's cooking. I also love fresh herbs, especially cilantro when it comes to Latin or Mexican cuisine. That is a great thing to add in too. And if you want to play around with some other spices, paprika, oregano, they all lend themselves really well to this dish. So just kind of play around with it and see, add what you like. If you're a family that likes really spicy food, either some red pepper chili flakes would be really good, or you could just add some hot sauce right in there. So I am going to cover this, and I'm just going to set it to about, set my oven to about 4 to start, and then once I see that it gets nice and hot and sort of bubbly, I'll probably reduce it a little bit more. And because I'm working with the Dutch oven, it's probably only going to take me about, I don't know, maybe 2 hours tops. I mean, it does cook a lot faster in my Dutch oven than it does my crock pot. If you are doing this in a crock pot, I would recommend 3 to 4 hours on low. or 2 to 3 hours tops on high. Just keep looking for it. You're gonna know it's done when it shreds super easily with a fork. You may want to get in there 1 or 2 times just to mix it all up, make sure everything is super well coated, but that is it, guys. From there, it's just a matter of serving your tacos however you please, whether that's on, you know, a warm tortilla, whether it's a taco bowl, you know, with a fresh salad, or whether you're mixing it with some rice and beans. Whatever it is, I hope you guys enjoy, and remember, 15 minutes is all it takes. We'll see you in the next video.